Hey guys, Carlos Lamar Rice here, CJ Talks number 2. Come back at you one more time, your boy. What I want to talk about today is kind of my training parameters, what I do to get fit and get others fit, what I do to maintain where I'm at or grow stronger or lose fat. However, it always starts with this foundation, these principles, if you will, that I like to follow. And there's nothing crazy about them. It's nothing that somebody hasn't done before. Maybe they haven't done it all together and use all these different principles together. But this is what I find to work best for just about anybody, with just minor tweaks here and there, depending on goals and the person doing the exercises. But the first thing is always number one, keeping your workouts to an hour. Being intense, being effective. An hour is all you need. You come in, you warm up, you stretch out, you get to work. Upper body, full body, lower body might sometimes come outside of this parameter because you might want to take more time to get yourself warmed up, get yourself mobile for the exercises you're about to perform. Or if, like I said, for a particular person, they have a really tight upper body, we might take a little bit more time, 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, to get them warmed up properly so they can do what they need to do. But typically what I like to keep it to is 15 to 20 minutes before we start getting into our workout. And once we do, we go right to work. Secondly would be rest intervals, right? These first couple things are all time. What I do with my time in the gym. Rest intervals, 90 seconds. At the most, 3 minutes. But that's only when doing 85 to 90, maybe full max type weight. So it needs to be very, very heavy weight. Doing singles or doubles, then you're really getting taxing on the neuromuscular system. That's when you might want to go ahead and sort of rest a little longer. But typically my ideal resting interval is going to be 90 seconds for just about whatever I do, if it be upper or lower, if it be supersets or not, still 90 seconds. That kind of segues into the third principle that I like to use, is that I like to use a lot of supersets, a lot of primary mover, and then its antagonist. I like to go shoulder press or chest press, and then go into pull-ups or pull-downs, rows, something like that. If it's lower body, stiff leg deadlifts, and then some front squats. Trying to work both sides of the body and kind of dividing them up best we can. Typically a little harder with the lower body, but I still try to work it in there. And working those sets back to back, resting at the end. That's how I like to be effective. That's how I like to be efficient. That's how I train my body to work. Very, 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 very high intensity. We don't really change the weight either. The weight still stays pretty much moderate to high when doing this, and you just become accustomed to working back-to-back exercises and getting yourself used to it. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and that's what I find to be effective and to be efficient, is to work in that way, especially when you are in a position to have the equipment where you don't have to wait on somebody or so on. It's harder when you're in a big gym, but luckily from where I work out of, from where my clients work out of, it's all one-on-one. So we have all the equipment necessary right there in front of us to do whatever we want at whatever time. So it makes things a little easier. But if you can help it, we're at your local gym, go ahead, try to set some things aside. People may not like you, but they're not going to help you either. So it's all about where you want to go, what you want to do with your time when you're in the gym. You want to be there for 2 hours, you want to be there for 1. Do you want to train intensely, or you want to be passive and take all day long getting to where you want to go? So that's just kind of how my parameters work as far as that. Next thing would be maybe reps. At the highest, maybe 8 reps per set. At the lowest, singles, doubles, really high strength, high intensity, low frequency style of training, but typically never goes outside of 8 reps. Sometimes maybe 10, maybe 15 reps for a particular exercise, but that's very, very infrequent. It might be if somebody's going for more of a bodybuilding style program, or if I want to change my parameters up because I'm looking to build a particular muscle in a certain way. But always try to keep it between 8 and below. Reasons being is just to get that nice dense muscle, that myofibril muscle, that really nice solid hypertrophy that's backed by a lot of strength, versus more sarcoplasmic, where you're having more fluid in the muscle than it is just the actual fibers changing. So that's the reason for that being is just to get that type of hypertrophy, or lean more towards that type of hypertrophy. But usually everything I do is all about just maintaining intensity and effectiveness and being efficient with my time. Not everybody has 2, 3, 4 hours or whatever to spend in the gym, and nobody should spend that much time in the gym. It's the gym is great, the lifestyle is great, but it shouldn't be everything. It shouldn't be everything. Try to spend as little time as you can in the gym, and more time recovering, more time stretching and mobilizing, more time eating right. That's where you're really going to make your progress. It's going to be what you do outside of the gym. So don't live in the gym. Just make it a part of your life like everybody else, and you'll do just fine. And that's pretty much it as far as the grounds for how I like to train. Typically always follow in those parameters, and moderate to high weight as well. With that rep scheme is how I like to keep things. I don't really ever go really low weight unless I'm doing something that's like a 10 or 15 rep base. But again, that's very, very rare that I really go into those high rep ranges and that low weight style for me or for a client. It's really going to depend on what their goals are, but typically most people, they're not really going to need that for most of our exercises. But for the most part, that's it. That's the principles I follow. That's what I tell other people to follow, and it works. It works. It's effective. There's reasons behind it, and it just there's just never a reason to spend too much time in the gym, unnecessary time, unnecessary effort. There's no need to be resting 3, 4, 5 minutes if you're not working at the intensity that requires it. Be smart about the time you spend in the gym. Be very efficient. If you're going to do one side of it and be calorie counting and weighing out your food, why not be as meticulous and precise about how you train inside the gym? Try to always be 100% in each category, and you'll achieve whatever you want. So that's just how I like to do things, man. Get in, get out. Not a whole lot of texting, not a whole lot on the phone, just hard work and good effort, and then coming back and doing it again on Wednesday or Friday, whatever the case is, and you will make progress, I guarantee it. But that's all for me today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out what I do here. Please remember to like, follow, and share, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless.